Hi, welcome to Home Cooking with Cheryl, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Thanksgiving Day meal that is out of this world. It's the way my mother taught me how to make it. And in front of you, you'll see that I do have my table decorated for the holiday. I'm going to start off by presetting my oven to 400. So I'll put my oven on 400. And next, I'm going to start cleaning my turkey. It's already defrosted, but I like to wash it and then pat it dry. I just got done washing my turkey. It's a 15-pound turkey. And today's meal would consist of the 15-pound turkey, my stuffing, potatoes, carrots, green bean casserole, gravy, and cranberry sauce, can't forget that, and rolls. So to start out with my stuffings, the ingredients that you'll need is 5 pounds of Hamburg, 5 pounds of potatoes, 2 large onions, 4 large celery stalk. And with the onion and the celery, I chop that off fine. I saute it in a saucepan, put that off to the side. Then I fry the Hamburg and I drain that and I put that off to the side. Then I combine the two together, let it cool off. So inside here I have my 5 pounds of ground beef, the onions, and the celery. I also have my 5 pounds of potatoes that I mashed and salt and peppered, the old S&P. And what I'm going to do is combine the two together, then add 1/4 of a cup of Bell's seasoning. So let's get started on the stuffing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my ground beef and mix it in with my potatoes. Once the potatoes, the Hamburg, the celery, and the onions is mixed good, now I'm going to add the Bell's seasoning. It's the 1/4 of a cup. So I'll sprinkle it on top, mix it in, and mix this in. And I'll blend this in. I don't need to salt and pepper it because I already salt and peppered my mashed potatoes. Now that my stuffing is all mixed, the potatoes, the Hamburg, the onion, and the celery is all combined. It really smells good in here, especially with that Bell's seasoning. I'm going to take old Tom the turkey, put him on my plate here so that I can stuff him. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the cavity down here. The best tools that I find to use in stuffing is, I do use the rubber spatula, but my hands are the best tool. So I'm just going to start with a little bit and pack it in. So you can see that it stuffs in very nicely. While I have it stuffed like that, I'm going to flip it over and then stuff the neck part. Right. So I'm just going to add a little bit into the neck area. I'll fold the extra skin over. I'm going to flip him back. So now I have the skin tucked underneath. As you're baking it, some of the stuffing will come out. That's why I like to put it into a deep dish pan. This is what I'll be putting my turkey in. I'm just going to add a little bit more because some of my guests do like the stuffing that's baked inside the turkey, and some of it like it outside, baked in the oven in a baking dish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some string. I'm going to tie this around, tie the tail up and tie it all together so it kind of stays combined. Now that I have the legs and the end tied up together, it'll help hold the stuffing inside. Some of the stuffing, like I said, will come out during baking. So now I'm going to take Old Tom and put him into my deep dish here. Remember, I have the skin of the neck tucked underneath to keep the stuffing down that I have in the neck. So I'm going to take a little bit of butter, rub it over the top. This will help it turn golden brown. I have the wings kind of tucked to the side. My turkey is all buttered. I have pads of it on top. Now I'm going to put the old S&P on it. So salt the top and then pepper. Then I'll put aluminum foil on top and put it in my oven that is set at 400 for about 2 hours. Then I'll check on it and then reduce the heat in the oven. I'll place the foil on top. Put it on the top rack in the oven. I have it set at 400 and I'll let that sit for 2 hours. In the meantime, I started with my green bean casserole. They're fresh green beans that I had washed and cut the tips off and placed them in a casserole dish. Along with the green beans, I already have my cream of mushroom soup that I had heated up on the stove. The cream of mushroom soup over it. I'm just going to mix it in a little bit so that the cream of mushroom soup settles to the bottom. And they're all fresh green beans. It's about 2 pounds of green beans. On top of my green bean casserole, I'm going to put the French onions. I just use the store brand. So I'll open them up and then sprinkle that on top. It's a 6-ounce package of the French fried onions, like I said, the store brand. What I'm going to do is put the cover on this, put this off to the side, and I'm going to wait till my turkey's done a little bit. This way here I'm ahead of the game by having everything pre-made for myself. I'll be able to spend more quality time with my guests. So I'll put this off to the side and leave it on the back burner. And then I'll just wait to put it into the oven. And in this pot right here are my carrots. I'm going to put that on medium. I'll let that come to a boil.